Hi, my name's John. Welcome to Deb's Kitchen. Deb's at work, so I've got the kitchen all to myself once again, and as long as I clean my mess up, she's quite happy for us to use it. What I'm going to make today is one of my all-time favourites, a mince and onion pie. Simple as that, honest, decent, good, wholesome food. The trouble is with mince and onion pies, you get them from supermarkets and a lot of them are really rubbish. The pie is only as good as the ingredients you put in. A lot of lads living by themselves live on microwave shite. It's alright now and then, but honestly, cooking something like this, it's not hard, it's really easy. That's enough talk, let's get on. I'll show you how I make mince and onion pie. Ingredients are really simple. Obviously you've got mince, that's half a kilo of minced steak, and it says on here less than 5% fat, so it's good quality stuff. I've got an onion. I'm going to put a little bit of leek in and a little bit of carrot. I'm going to cook the mince quickly. There's a few ways to cook the mince. This way is quick and it does make the mince nice and tender. So the mince goes into a decent sized pan. Don't need that bit. That's the mince in there. Then the onion. And take the skin off the outer layer. I have got a gas mask or something as well when I'm doing this because I don't like the onion juices in my eyes. Right, I want the onion cooking nice and fine, or slicing nice and fine, so we'll do that. Like that, and then watching the finger ends obviously. I'm probably doing this wrong, but it's just the way I do it. Right, so that's one medium-sized onion. That goes in there as well. We have a carrot which has already been peeled. I'm going to dice the carrot up fairly fine. Starting to get the teary eyes with the onions. I'm sure you get the idea. Carrot gets cut up reasonably small pieces. That also goes into the pan. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of leek in because I do like leek. Cut nice and fine. This also helps to make the mince go a little bit further. Excellent. All that into there. Season, salt and pepper. Not really a secret ingredient. It's MSG, what the Chinese use. A spoonful of the MSG. Into that, some really hot water. It all gets broken up, brought to a high gas, and then brought to a boil. It might look horrible at the minute, but believe me, this will be good. Right, so we'll put it on the gas ring, boil it up. It needs to boil for half an hour to really make sure it's nice and tender. Once again, I'm going to be using ready-made pastry, shortcut pastry at the bottom and puff pastry on the top. And these are the little tins I'm going to use to cook the pies in. I'll probably get 4 pies out of that pan of mince. These are decent size pie dish as well. A little bit of flour on the bench just to stop the pastry from sticking. A little bit like putting parting sand on a pattern really before you cast it. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Make it a little bit thinner. It'll also go a little bit further. Oh, you bastard. I'm not quite sure. If I cut it in half, I should be able to fill that. We'll cut it in half and we'll go from there. See, they're going to be decent sized pies, these. Oh yeah, there's any amount of pastry here, any amount. Yeah. So we can get it into the corners. Yeah, there's a lot of spare pastry. We can make something with the extra pastry. You don't worry, it'll not get wasted. Right, so into there like that. Then we'll trim the edges off. All these bits can be rolled out and, like I say, used for something else. Not ideal, not the neatest thing in the world, but it's not too bad. You can put a little patch on if you need to. Right, so we're going to get 4 trays like that, and then go from there. Right, so the mince has been boiling for roughly half an hour now. That's the stuff I use to thicken gravy, or to thicken mince, or it'll thicken anything really. I'm going to get a little bit of corn flour and water and make up some cornstarch just to get it a little bit thicker than that. There's nothing worse than having runny pies. Right, this is corn flour and water mixed up. This gives it some body but doesn't give it too much of a That's better. Yep, we'll settle for that. The spoon nearly stands up in it. It's always a good indicator. Right, the mince is thickened now. We'll put it into the pie trays. Definitely enough for at least 4 pies here, possibly more. Starting to get the normal sloppy mess that I make. It's going to work out just nice, this. That's a clever thing, like a flexible end on it, so you can get all the bits out that are trying to escape. Look at them, they look nice. I've got 1 egg in there beaten up just to use as a wash or a glaze, and also a glue to glue the pie lid on. I've already cut the pie lids to the right sizes. This is puff pastry we're putting on the lids. It's a little bit on the narrow side, that bastard. Right, I'm going to stretch these slightly, I think. That one's alright. I did measure them as best I could. I keep thinking about old Albert step to earn his false teeth, crimping the pie edges. With a decent seal all the way around. Like I say, lads, there's nothing to be frightened of. A little bit of experiment cooking, better than microwave stuff every day. Right, that's the 4 pies all assembled. This egg wash gives the pastry a nice glaze, nice golden colour. This is just egg, just one pure egg. You just go into a oven at 170 degrees C for probably 40 minutes. The mince is already cooked and the mince is still hot. Right, well coated up. You put some couple of little slits in just for let the steam out. Right, I'll transfer these into the oven now and then we'll be back. I've got one ready, but I haven't got any more mince for it. What I have got is some nice cooked ham. So I'm going to put some ham in it and some eggs and make a bacon and egg pie. A little bit extravagant, but it is for my tea, so plenty of ham. No good messing about. If you're going to do it, you do it properly. This looks good. We'll not need all the egg wash, so get that in there as well. We'll put a crust on that, get that in the oven as well. Just going to be a short cut pastry crust because that's all I've got left. This is the ham and egg pie we've just made. I put a cross on just so I know which one it is. I don't know, I have a mince pie. I have this pie for me tea. I might have half of each. We'll put that in the oven and then we shall be back. The pies have now had 40 minutes. I've just taken them out of the oven and they're beautifully cooked. I'm just going to check the ham and egg pie is cooked all the way through. I've got a little exploratory dig in there and I can see cooked egg, so that is fine. I'm going to have a bit of a mince pie for me tea. I like the look of that one. I like the look of them all, but I think that one is the one I'm going to have a go at. I'll get a plate and we'll get it cut open, see what all the fuss is about. When these pies are cooled, you'll be able to get them out of the tin tray, but when they're hot, you've got no chance. We'll cut into it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get that out of there. It'll be interesting, whatever I do. This implement looks possible. Oh dear me. Right, that looks, it looks the part, doesn't it? Right, let's see what all the fuss is about. That is absolutely superb. I'm going to share it with a pint of Guinness. And every time I have a pint of Guinness, I remember my friend Phil Moody. So Phil, I hope you're watching this, because I know for a fact you'd love the pie and the Guinness. Anyway, thanks for watching and bon appetit, bonny lad. Oh.